What if the peace you're looking for isn't about doing more, but removing what's holding you back? Stoicism isn't just ancient philosophy. It's a toolkit for daily life. But here's the catch. Even when we think we're being stoic, we often make mistakes that quietly ruin our inner peace. Today, we're going to uncover 10 stoic errors you might be making every single day and how to stop them, starting now. 1. Trying to control what's not yours to control. The first and most common stoic mistake is trying to control things that aren't under your control. Traffic, other people's opinions, outcomes, weather, the past. These are all things we have zero power over, and yet we obsess over them. Why? Because our ego convinces us that we can fix everything if we just try hard enough. But Stoicism teaches us that serenity comes when we let go of what we can't control and focus only on what we can. Our thoughts, our choices, our attitude. Every moment you waste being angry at something external is a moment you could have used to strengthen your inner calm. Ask yourself, am I trying to steer a ship that's not mine? 2. Confusing detachment with indifference. Many people think being stoic means being cold or emotionless. That's a mistake. Stoicism isn't about shutting down your feelings. It's about not letting them control you. The Stoics loved, cried, laughed, and suffered, but they didn't let those emotions make their decisions. Detachment means stepping back to see clearly, not pretending you don't care. When you confuse detachment with indifference, you stop connecting with others. You become numb, not wise. True Stoicism teaches us to care deeply but wisely, not to be ruled by love or fear, but to see them for what they are, and then act from a place of reason and virtue. 3. Acting stoic on the outside but not inside, wearing the mask of stoicism is easy. Staying calm, appearing wise, nodding knowingly when things go wrong, that's performative stoicism. But if inside you're screaming, panicking, or cursing life, then you're not practicing stoicism. You're pretending. Real stoicism starts on the inside. It's in the quiet rewiring of your mind. It's in the silent choice not to complain, not to judge, not to blame. Being truly stoic means you feel the storm but you don't let it move your center. The real test isn't how you look during crisis. It's how your soul responds when no one is watching. 4. Expecting instant results from stoic practice. We live in a fast food world, so when people start practicing stoicism, they often expect instant peace, immediate calm, or a sudden mastery over emotions. But stoicism is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong practice. You'll slip. You'll react. You'll forget the lessons. That doesn't mean it's not working. It means you're human. Even Marcus Aurelius had bad days. Don't treat stoicism like a pill. Treat it like a muscle, something you build, stretch, and strengthen over time. The error is thinking that reading one quote will solve everything. The truth is, real growth happens in the moments where you apply what you've learned, especially when it's hardest. 5. Quoting stoicism without living it. It's easy to share a quote from Epictetus or Seneca on social media, but stoicism isn't about quoting, it's about embodying. The power of these ideas doesn't come from repeating them. It comes from living them when it counts. When you're cut off in traffic, insulted at work, or facing failure, that's when stoicism matters. If your actions don't reflect your words, you're not practicing philosophy. You're collecting slogans. Don't just admire the Stoics, become one. In the quiet moments when nobody's watching, ask yourself, what would a true Stoic do right now? 6. Using Stoicism to avoid emotions instead of processing them. Another big mistake is using Stoicism as a shield to avoid uncomfortable emotions. Anger, grief, anxiety. These are part of the human experience. Stoicism doesn't tell you to ignore them. It tells you to understand them. You don't heal by hiding. You heal by facing what hurts, observing it, and choosing how to respond. Suppression isn't strength. It's fear in disguise. The Stoic way is to feel fully, think clearly, and act wisely. So the next time you feel something rising in your chest, don't shut it down. Sit with it. Ask what it's trying to teach you. That's the real Stoic path. 7. Judging others who aren't on the same path. Once people begin their Stoic journey, they often fall into a trap. judging others who aren't as disciplined or wise as they are. But that's not Stoicism. That's ego in disguise. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you wake up, remember, today you will meet people who are rude, ignorant, or arrogant, but that's just part of life. Your job isn't to fix them. It's to improve yourself. True Stoics don't look down on others. They lift themselves up with humility. So when someone acts out of anger or ignorance, don't think, I'm better. Think, I've been there too. Compassion is a sign of real strength. 8. Mistaking stillness for inaction. Stoicism teaches stillness, not stagnation. Some think that being calm means doing nothing. But that's not it. Stillness is clarity. It's choosing the right action, not the impulsive one. The Stoics were emperors, generals, slaves, teachers. They acted. But they acted with purpose, not panic. Being Stoic doesn't mean standing still while the world burns. It means acting when it matters most, with intention, not reaction. If you find yourself using Stoicism as an excuse to avoid hard conversations, to stay comfortable, or to not get involved, you're misunderstanding it. Real Stoics move, but they move wisely. 9. Expecting life to be fair. Because you're virtuous. A subtle but dangerous error is thinking, if I do the right thing, life will treat me well. That's not Stoicism. That's bargaining. The Stoics knew that virtue is its own reward. Life doesn't owe you anything, not comfort, not justice, not fairness. And that's exactly why we must anchor ourselves in what we can control, our character. The world might treat you unfairly. You might lose. You might be misunderstood. But a Stoic asks, did I act with courage, justice, wisdom, and self-control? If the answer is yes, then you've already won, regardless of the outcome. Stop trading virtue for rewards. 10. Forgetting that Stoicism is a daily discipline. The final and perhaps most common Stoic mistake is thinking it's a one-time decision. But Stoicism is a daily practice, like brushing your teeth or working out. Every day you have to remind yourself, what's in my control today? Where is my mind going? Am I acting from reason or reaction? If you only apply Stoicism during crises, you'll always be playing catch-up. The Stoics journaled, reflected, and reviewed their actions constantly. They knew philosophy was a daily ritual, not a badge you wear, but a path you walk. One choice at a time, one breath at a time. If this video lit even a small fire in your mind, imagine what could happen if you walked this path a little further each day. Subscribe to this channel not just to support it, but to support the better version of you. The calm, clear, centered you. The you that doesn't break when life gets hard, but gets sharper. Every video here is a step closer to that. So join us. Hit that button, not as a follower, but as a fellow traveler on the Stoic road.